Hello everyone, Bean here, your guitar junkie, Mr. Bois. So, just came in here, figured I'd try the Fender Super Sonic 22. Again, I think I got it dialed in where it sounds a lot like my 5150 Eddie Van Halen. So, along with stacking it with my Orange Burst, I think I've got the tone down. Again, I think the reverb is on 4, so that's a lot of reverb for 4, and it's a spring reverb, definitely. Yeah, and then I have a slapback on that, but you don't hear that until I turn the gain on. Well, just a quick rundown. If you could see, I have the Schecter Sun Valley Traditional. I have the Schecter Sun Valley Telly with the Floyd and EMG pickups. Then I got this Dean Cadillac. I've asked, and I posted videos, I think twice, asking which guitar style suits my style of playing that I could use all the time, and when people see the guitar, you know, they'll recognize me with the guitar kind of thing. So like Hendrix with a Strat, or Eric Clapton with a Strat, or Jimmy Page with a Gibson, you know what I mean, kind of thing. So, and I only got one guy, Spartacus, I think it was, Smarticus. Again, I might be incorrect with that. That said, this one looks the coolest. And it is the coolest. It plays really well. It sounds great. I love looking at it while I'm playing it. And that's what makes you want to play every day. You got to have a guitar that you enjoy. The button on the back here, I don't really care for that. Kind of wish it was up here. But I'm thinking on either just putting a chord on here, because when I play down here, that's what happens with this part here. So, or just snipping that, you know, just cutting this part off. So, and I've got I've got the washer. I pulled the washer out, but I'm not using it because it doesn't, I trust it sitting down. I wouldn't trust it standing up without, you know, letting it go. So, yeah, and then the Fender 22. Out of the last 4 purchases that I have received, I've had issues with all of them. The 5th one would be the Epiphone, but because that was an open box and it was like, still had wrapping on it and everything else, it was like a brand new guitar. So, yeah, this one out of the store, I had to clean the grease off of it, the greasy fingerprints. And I had to tighten up the jack. And I had to spray the toggle switch. I bought this from the Tampa store in the Guitar Center in Tampa, and they said that you don't get 45 days. You know, you only get 15 days on warranty stuff. But I still think you get 45 days to return it. So I don't know what kind of game they're pulling up there. But like I said, every time I go there, it's different people behind the counter. I normally deal with Al. I think he's got long blonde hair, a stocky guy. He's the one guy that I prefer to use all the time. He's honest with me, and he knows what he's talking about. So when I asked my gear guy about that, he was like, I don't think that's right. You know, you still have 45 days. So 15 days if something goes wrong, and then they fix it. But you know, if you don't like it, 45 days you still return it. So if it's broken, I don't like it. Why? I just don't like it. Because if I say it's broken, you're going to say, well, you lost your 15 days. No, I got 45 days to return it. I don't know what game they're playing, but the bottom line is that, you know, this guitar out of the store, I had to put some work into it, as I, you know, would expect a little bit of a setup, but not what I had to go through with the toggle switch and the jack. The Telly had the problem with the nut. Not so much a big deal. Through warranty, they took the nut off, glued it back down, no more issues. And I finally got my black whammy bar on push-in 1500 series for the guitar. Again, my guy Jeremiah took care of that. The Schecter Sun Valley Traditional, I was having problems with that. I had a problem with the setup on it, the action on it. It was buzzing. It was fretting out on the cowboy chords up here on the first 3 frets, first two frets. So I had to put some time into that, and I don't remember what else I had issues with that. But you know, again, he said, yeah, just bring it in, and if you can't fix it, the tech will probably get it right. If not, I can return it. But I worked that one out, and then, like I said, the Vega trim on there is set perfect. The pickups sound amazing now. Back to the amp. I came in here, and it kind of smells like poop in here. So what I have to do is I checked the back of the amp, and it looked like something was nibbling on the vinyl cover that goes over the reverb spring casing. So, and it kind of looks a little raunchy back there for an amplifier that I don't think was really used. I still have the stupid tag on it, and I had to remove the amp pedal out of the plastic. So I feel I have to come in with some cleaner, and clean it up inside and out, because it does have a funky smell to it. I can't put my finger on it, but it definitely, and I've had brand new amplifiers and I've had old amplifiers. I've got my original Fender Princeton over there from 1976 that I purchased it, but it was a 1975 amp. It doesn't smell like this amp. So again, my guy Jeremiah is trying to work something out with the Fort Worth, Texas store that sent it with my shit all in the bubble wrap and inside the box and whatnot. How that happened, how it was in layers of bubble wrap is beyond me. But as per the open box video, you could see as I'm unwrapping it, I could see more in between the bubbles, and then more, and then it was like it was all over the place. So after I'm done playing, because I don't want to do it now because I get the cleaning shit all over my hands, I'm gonna have to clean this inside and out. Take a dust rag to the back of it. The back doesn't look anything like the front. I don't know why, but it's kind of a little raunchy back there. Wipe everything down, put some, clean it, put a little spray on a rag and just wipe the wood part. And hopefully when I come in here tomorrow, I don't have that smell anymore. So I'm still dealing with the amplifier up here for the backing track, which is kind of really hard. I know people were complaining about me not getting the levels right because it's hard. Unless I do like a video and then play it back, and then it'll take a couple of times because I tried that before to get the volume right, where I got, oh no, now I gotta turn up the amp. Oh, now I gotta turn down the amp. I just want to come in and play. So that's the orange burst by itself. I'll put the burn on, the Super Sonic, which I was calling it Super Shitty, and see what happened. I forgot what it was. Now it sounds bassy. Bam. So that is that. It's sunny out, but I hear thunder. And I'm waiting for the rain to come because my shoulder's super stiff. Just trying to do that, and my fingers are kind of like, you know, I should have warmed up again, but I didn't. I just wanted to come in and play like I normally do. But so there, that is basically it. I think now it sounded kind of bassy.